A pleasant good night, 242, and everyone under the sound of my voice. This is your girl Sippy coming at you with another lively video. I'm sorry about my voice. I'm just in recovery from a little bug that I picked up a few days ago, and I'm just regaining my voice actually. So please bear with me tonight. I hope you guys can hear me clearly. I want to share with you tonight a brief testimony on how faith removes the mountains in my life and how I literally watch God move on my behalf. This video might be a bit lengthy, but please bear with me as I take you on a stroll of a test of faith and how God came through for me and made ways out of no way in the past. And I'm posting this video tonight to encourage anyone who has had times when they lost faith, who's had times when it seemed as if God wasn't moving or God wasn't responding. I just want to encourage you to keep on believing, because God is not a man that he should lie, and God is not, his word he esteems even higher than his name. So anyway, about 7 years ago, yes, I'm going all the way back. 7 years ago, I was living through Berkeley off of St. Vincent Road. And God required my attention. I wasn't working at the time. And I didn't take him very seriously. He was calling me to fast because I was always on my phone. My phone was my only connection to reality. And one day my phone, I had an S7, a Samsung S7, and it fell on the face and it started to ink out. Now, for those of you who've had those kind of phones and they've been damaged before, you know that when they ink out, it's literally like a blot of ink that spreads across the screen until the whole entire thing goes dark. And I said, okay, God, I hear you. You want me to fast? Okay, no problem. I didn't fast for a phone. I fasted for a financial breakthrough. I fasted for a breakthrough in a job. After the 3-day fast, bear in mind the phone's face is blanked out. And I was laying down in my bed, just meditating and looking in the direction of the phone, but not at the phone. And lo and behold, the phone, by the bottom of the screen, it started to light up as if a call was coming through. And I answered it. It was one of my old schoolmates that I had just recently got in contact with by chance. And we exchanged numbers, but it was a while we hadn't spoken. And he said, I just called to check up on you to see if you need anything. So I need anything? I said, no, I'm good. I said, the only thing I probably need right now is a phone. I said, my phone face went bad. I barely got this call. So he said, I have another phone right here, what I don't use. What kind of phone do you use? I said, Alive. He said, yes, I have a Samsung S9. It's still in the box, but I don't use. And I said, okay. I said, I'd appreciate that very much. And he came and he delivered the phone to me. God is a God that Ephesians 3:20 actually came alive for me when he said, he will do exceeding abundantly above all you can ask, think, or imagine. This means that whatever you ask God for, he's able to do much more when he's granting your request. And so that's one testimony. In August Monday of 2021, I resigned effective immediately from my job, my past job, not knowing where the next dollar was coming from to pay the rent, put groceries in my house, buy toiletries. I was literally just living by faith. And I took somebody in to live with me. And I took it day by day. And I prayed. I fasted. I trusted in God. A month and a half later, and I told God what I wanted. Because somebody else was giving me an opportunity to go to airport authority. And I said, I don't want to work any more shift jobs. And I said, I told God, I said I want a 9 to 5 weekends and holidays off. Lo and behold, I wasn't applying to no nine to five weekends and holiday off jobs. But this is what I told him I wanted. And I also told him that I wanted him to open up a door that I didn't knock on. And I wanted to just go straight to work. I didn't want to have to go through any interviews or anything like that. A month and a half later, here comes an opening. God used my apostle's wife. She had connections in the government sector. And she called me and she said, expect a call from this number. And a door opened for me in customs in the clerical department. Several months later, praying, fasting, trusting God, having a lot of time, down times and down periods where I could study the Bible and pray. I would spend my lunch hour with him, just talking to him, crying out to him, praying. And lo and behold, another door opened that I did not knock on, which was the Ministry of Finance, where I'm currently stationed. And yes, there are challenges, but I couldn't ask for a better job opportunity. This opportunity has brought me and placed me among kings. I'm sitting in a position where man would deem me unqualified for. And I give God all the glory because it's nothing that I did of myself. I shared the story with you guys on a previous video where I spoke about the fish on Good Friday, where I only had $25 and I didn't have a ride to get around to get any fish on Good Friday. And I prayed and I asked God to make it happen. And the person that reached out to me after I dropped a message on Messenger, when he delivered, I was only supposed to get about 5 fishes with the $25. I got 8 large fishes, 8 large snappers. I got stone crab, I got crawfish, I got a grouper. God, when you ask him in faith, he delivers, and he delivers beyond what you ask for. And I have proven that so many times. There was a situation where I was in my kitchen where I live now. I was cleaning some dishes, and I was just communing with the Holy Spirit in my mind, and that's why I said, don't mind people telling you that those silent prayers don't work. God hears the silent prayers of our hearts. And I was washing a pot, and I said, God, I really need some pots. And I heard this voice say, the world about to end, you worrying about pots. I say, yeah, let me leave that alone. Before the evening was out, I got a phone call from my mom. Didn't discuss this with anybody concerning the pots. This was just me and God talking in my mind. Literally, I did not speak it out loud. And my mom called me and she said, Bree, me and her then fiance at the time were packing up and making arrangements to move into their new place. And she asked me if I needed any pots or anything like that. They had a they had a set of pots, and they had a little oven. If I wanted it, I could have it. I said I'm grateful, thank you. I just was talking to God about needing pots. So I know it only could have been the Holy Spirit that dropped me in a spirit to send these pots to. What am I saying? His word says, if you have faith the size of a mustard seed, you could tell that mountain to be removed and be cast into the sea, and it will move. So for those of you whose faith is wavering, there's so many other stories I want to share, but that'll be a separate video within itself. For those of you that lose faith from time to time, putting limitations on God, take the limitations off of Him. Take the limitations off. He said the earth is the Lord and the fullness thereof, the world and they that dwell therein, which means every given resource that's on the earth, God made it. God holds it in His hands, and we have not because we ask not. So I just wanted to share this quick testimony with you guys tonight to encourage your hearts to have faith. It may not happen in your time, but God's timing is always right on time. So you'll be blessed and you'll be encouraged as God continues to take you from strength to strength and from glory to glory. Blessings and shalom.